Hello students, I hope all of you will be fine and fit and healthy. Now today we will start new chapter, that is chapter number 15, probability. Probability is the study of chances, means likelihood of an event happening. The probability theorem was derived by a mathematician Pierre Simon Laplace in 1795. There are two types of probability. The first one is experimental probability or empirical probability. Experimental probability you have studied in 9th standard. The probability Pe is given by the formula number of times event E occurred divided by total number of times the experiment was performed. This experimental probability is based on the experiment which we performed. And these types of questions you have studied in 9th standard. Now the second type of probability, theoretical probability, means classical probability, and the formula for classical probability is P equal to number of favorable outcomes to event E divided by total number of outcomes. In short, it is written as P equal to N E upon Ns. Here E stand for events. So here the events are equally likely outcomes. Here events have equally likely outcomes, means all the outcomes have equal possibility. All types of outcomes have equal possibility. Events are of different types. The first one is elementary event. If an event have only one outcome to occur, if it has only one outcome of the random experiment, then it is called a elementary event. For example, tossing of a coin and throwing a die, all are the elementary events. For elementary events, the different types of events are there. If it is denoted by E1, E2, E3 and so on, then the sum of all types of probability of an experiment is always equal to 1. Means probability of E1, probability of E2 and probability of E3 and so on, that is equal to 1. Sum of all types of probability of events is equal to 1. The second type of event is compound event. A collection of two or more types of elementary events associated with an experiment is called compound event. Means, for example, tossing of two coins simultaneously, tossing of 2-3 coins simultaneously, or throwing 2 dice or 3 dice simultaneously are the example of compound event. And the third type of event is complementary event. Complementary event is nothing but it is not happening of any event. If E is an event, then E bar is not happening of an event. Then E and E are called the complementary event. Here the sum of probability of an event plus the probability of its complementary event is equal to 1. Means P plus P not E equal to 1. Not E is denoted by bar sign, so P plus PE bar equal to 1. For the sure or certain event, the probability is equal to 1. If probability of an event is equal to 1, then it is a sure or certain event. It will happen certainly. And if the probability is equal to 0, then it is an impossible event. For impossible event, there is no favorable outcome, so it is 0. So here we see that the probability of certain event and impossible event is 1 and 0. So the probability of any experiment will be between 0 and 1. It will be equal to 0 or more than 0, and it will be equal to 1 or less than 1. So here we denote it 0 less or equal to P less or equal to 1. There are different types of problems based on the probability, and you have learned some of the problems in earlier classes in standard 8th and standard 9th. So these types of problems are categorized in different groups. The first one is problem based on tossing a coin. So if one coin is tossed, then possible outcome will be only head or tail. So there is only two possible events. If two coins are tossed simultaneously, then there are 4 possible outcomes. First one is both the coin have head or both the coin have tail, and the first one had head and second one tail, the first one tail and second one head. So there are 4 outcomes. If 3 coins are tossed simultaneously, then the total possible outcomes are 8 in number. All 3 coins have head, means triple H, 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 H. Second outcome is first 2 one head and third one tail. Then first head, second tail and third head. Then first tail, second, third head. Then first tail, second head, third tail. Then first, second tail and third head. Then first head and second, third tail. Then all 3 coins may have tail. So there are 8 possible outcomes. Second type of problem are based on the die. If one die is thrown, then their possible outcomes are 6 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So here are 6 possible outcomes. If 2 dice are thrown simultaneously, then there will be a pair of numbers. The first die has 1 and second also 1. Then first one, second 2. First one, third, second 3. First one, second 4. First one, second 5. Then 1, 6. Similarly, the first one 2 and second 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 possible outcome. Then first 3. Then 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. All are the pairs 3, 6. Then first one 4 and second 1. So 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6. Similarly 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 6, 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3 and at last 6, 6. So here are the total number of outcomes 36. The next type of problem are based on the playing cards. So playing cards have a pack of 52 cards. There are total 52 cards, and as you know, these cards are of 2 colors, red and black. So there are 26 red cards and 26 black cards. And you know that in each type of color there are 2 types of card. In red there are heart and diamond. So 13 cards are of heart and 13 cards are of diamond. Here is the symbol of heart and diamond. In black cards there are 2 types of card, club and spade. Club has the sign of this type and spade is sign of this type. So there are 4 types of cards in total. So these types are called suits. So there are 4 suits, parts. In each suit you have numbered card 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and A, capital A. A means ace. And there are other types of cards K, Q and J, which is known as king, queen and jack. These 3 types of cards are called face cards. So 3 types of card are in each part. So there are total 12. 3, 4, 12 face cards. Now the next type of problem is based on the selection of an object from a bag or a box. So this selection of an object of a particular type or particular color, it is also based on the same formula. And next type of question is based on the geometry. In geometry there will be 2 shapes. One shape will be bigger and the second shape is inside the bigger shape. So here you have to find the probability of anything which lie in the smaller shape. So the probability will be equal to area of a small part divided by area of the whole part, or you have to consider volume of a small part or volume of a whole part. So there are 5 types of problems based on these categories which you have to solve in the 10th standard. Now we have completed our introduction part of this chapter, and in next video we will solve the exercise 15.1. For this you have to see all types of examples given in the test book.